control with us with power. His shots are slick. I don't care about ranking if they strength, but I'ma show him why they call me. Keep asking how they heard what's the root. I'm a special grade abuser. Pretty much Shakuya. Everything get heard. It's the return of King Scooter. I'm not helping my vessel. I'm a real demon. Not Kurama. I'd rather use a body to catch a bodies and give it a true up. I don't use or die. I'm the embodiment of saying, or I'm gonna get with a meteor rights. But I'm gonna try this one of a kind. I made the street right the back. From this 200 meters, nobody supplies. I shot in the range, so I'm making me only time I get about saving a life. Easy to see how pathetic you are when I'm shines for this sun. While hanging, it's face for mango. I dancing, I make it dangle. Accepted defeat, got PTSD. He won't even use his domain to battle. You're strong but dumb. Fighting the top two's not who you cancel. Last thing that I heard was the I'm a special grade abuser, blue on Shibuya, everything get burned. It's the return of King Schooner. I'm not helping my vessel, I'm a real demon, not Kurama. I'd rather use his body to catch your bodies and give it trauma. How you lose control so in your own shows, and happens now. All the signs keep dying, stupid and Obara. It's dying words are how bombers, disappointments, yeah, how
Why though? Can you start giving me that?
I'm Mr. Pull up behind you. Flying right in. They're told to flee when they see me. How? My speed is blinding. Even lightning got for lightning. If I touch him, there's no hiding. Orbit or four, he's untouchable. Now his spine is realigned. I'm Mr. Pull up behind him. Flying right in. They're told to flee when they see me. How? My speed is blinding. Even lightning got for lightning. If I touch him, there's no hiding. Orbit or four, he's untouchable. Now his spine is realigned. I got no tailpiece, special bloodline. I'm still that guy with just a kunai. Tried Kage in second to eye. Proof that black's not always just that white. We didn't tie his tag for life. Could have stung that bee, but I let him slide. You spin back if I decide that he's a strike, get right, that's right. Only more faster than the cameraman. Why you think that he missed so sweet? Just go off screen. Don't you know me? Go off screen. I am man versus like me, too. That's like me. From me. Big man to the center, she runs in the team. Told me when he runs in the street. I'm Mr. Pull up behind him. Flying right. They try to see when they see me. How? My speed is blinding. Even lightning got for lightning. If I type, there's no hiding. Open to floor, he's untouchable. Now his mind is realigning.
They call me Madame Ten Toes, tag man like graffiti. Cause I fades home, I'm foolish, can cast my child like a Fiji. They cannot defeat me. Nah, don't be cheeky. On the way on black, on the line, you like a cheeky. Don't get out that technique. I said, girl in the spine, they'll sleep. Save the leaf from a night of freeze, and it's guilty to see that the night of free. I've seen that. I'll kill him.
I'm Mr. Pull up behind him. Flying right. They try to see when they see me. How? My speed is blinding. Even lightning got for lightning. If I type, there's no hiding. Open to floor, he's untouchable. Now his mind is realigning.
We all love Hulu. They have big movies, big series, and big stars. Like Steve Martin and Selena Gomez and, oh, I guess me, Martin Short, in shows like Only Murders in the Building and Match Game and Washington. Spectrum TV at no extra cost. Isn't it fabulous? With Spectrum TV, you get Disney Plus and a bunch more. Watch it on any device. Now it's easy for Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/entertainment.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos. I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level. It goes perfectly with the chicken, the cheddar cheese, and the bacon. Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with cherry berry and Sprite soda this time from Chick-fil-A. Real gets paid for the testimonials. Spotify Premium helps you make the most of your music listening experience. Settle into your groove with endless tracks at your fingertips, all without hearing ads. Join now and get 3 months free. Cancel anytime.
Hey, it's Mandy Moore.
Sterling K. Brown.
And Chris Sullivan, and we
None
met
of the
during the
American
TV show.
sailors have seen naval
We are
warfare.
also the hosts of a rewatch podcast called That Was Us, where we break down every episode of This Is Us.
And we share behind the
Let's send up a helicopter real quick just to verify that it's actually an enemy ship. So the helicopter goes up, radios back to Bravo Group. It's definitely a warship, but it's a Soviet destroyer. At which point everybody's like, what? What is happening right now? So they radio over to this Russian destroyer, and they're like, what are your intentions? And the Russian commander radios back in broken English. I swear to God, this is a real quote. I'm just here to take pictures for history. Look, I know that I bashed the Soviet. I'm just here to take pictures for history. Look, I know that I bashed the Soviet.
Historians willing to put themselves on the lines. I mean, I don't know if we're going to believe that. It's just like, we're the press, or we're in a Soviet Union. For all this stuff. It's all of this, the war, right? Anytime you see these types of things, super action, the United States, so it's going through their shadows, at least, right? This is still not support. This is still part of the life.
Yeah, this is getting annoying, low key.
These guys know how to put the pictures for history. Look, I know that I bash in the Soviet Union and communism every single chance I get, but this time around, I gotta give it to them. These guys know just straight up rolling into the middle of the largest naval operation since World War II to eat popcorn and watch. It's incredible. At this point, Iran finally figures out that there's something going on, but they don't really know what, so they just begin attacking any ship they can find. And the first ship they found was a civilian cargo ship called the Willie Tide. Then they begin attacking with Doghammer-style speedboats. So the Willie Tide radios for help. The USS Enterprise responds by sending up a bunch of A-6 intruders, as well as F-14 combatants. The A-6 intruders all explain the source of the bombs, end up hitting one of the fatalities and scattering the rest. The civilian cargo ship is saved, there's an Iranian fast attack ship coming right at them. So they look over like, hey, yeah, we're kind of going off on other stuff, but also we've got a very specific list and you're not on it, so how about you just run away and we'll forget we saw you. The Iranian fast attack ship messages back, sounds good, we'll do that. And then they just keep driving right towards them. And then this Iranian fast attack ship gets within like 15 miles of Charlie Group, which is like point blank range for a naval battle. Charlie Group radios again.
Crazy.
What are you doing? To which they respond, I'm following on. And then they proceeded to lock their radar on Charlie Group, which Charlie Group can see. Now let's go Charlie Group immediately launches 5 missiles directly at the Iranian vessel. The Iranian vessel fires a harpoon missile back at Charlie Group. Both groups are on missiles in the air, screaming toward one another. The Americans launch countermeasures, shooting up chaff rockets. They end up catching the harpoon missile in midair. The Iranian vessel was stopping the newer technology behind the American missiles, and it would end up getting sunk pretty much immediately. Then, before anybody can really even fully digest what just happened, radar picks up 3 Iranian F-4s screaming towards Charlie Group. Charlie Group then turns, fires a bunch of surface-to-air missiles at the F-4s. The F-4s see them coming. They're like, oh shit. They pop a U-turn and try to outrun them. F-4s, while they are extremely fast, can't outrun missiles, so one of the missiles ends up blowing a wing off one of the F-4s. Now America has taken out an entire naval vessel and an F-4 that they did not plan on taking out, and it's throwing off all of them. And because of that, American leadership was probably sticking out behind the oil thing, and right as soon as that order gets given out, they have to try and tell us like, hey, we found that frigate in the book of points. So we know what to do, because on one hand, things are under control, but on the other hand, we really want to take out this frigate. So, American leadership this
puts you in a position. It's like
the thing you're looking for in the first place is now showing up. There's already been incredible amount of devastation. See how the military decisions they all have to intertwine at some point, and try to have this which they say before intertwining all of things military.
And the radar's wrong. Why don't you go ahead and send a couple A6 intruders over, do a flyby, they can verify that it's actually this new modern frigate, and if it is, we'll make a decision from there. Or so they thought, because the A6 pilots are about to decide that they are, in fact, the main characters of this story. You see, the USS Enterprise and its aircraft aren't really supposed to be doing a whole lot, but more or less just there for insurance. In fact, they're putting a lot of conditions. One, the President of the United States signs off on it. This is actually the speedboats later. Or two, they get fired off first. So they got to fly by this boat to verify that it is in fact a modern frigate, but they didn't get told how to fly by the boat, so they drop down 50 feet above the water and just rapidly falls the entire ship. So the ship opens fire with its AA guns, but these planes are so low in the water, the AA guns can't actually aim down low enough, so all the aircraft fire goes right over. The ship launches a bunch of surface to air missiles at it. They drop China's countermeasure, they can scare those, no big deal. Maybe a message to this frigate, I'm going to see you now. What's the deal? What's the deal? The ship's firing on first.
But again, it's not man, it's just crazy. It's like, you don't know when you feel the ground. Get this. It's like, how could that not be seen as potentially very, very dangerous? But then again, so the American pilots and stuff. So are they rating them? Is that what it is? You know, good chance that. This is pretty incredible.
One of the so these 6 flights make I should have been this one. The second they pulled the trigger on that, the fire control people in the USS Enterprise like one, the fire are not supposed to be killing things, right? And the A6s are like, what? They fired at us first. That's the goals. And the USS Enterprise is like, holy shit, okay, I guess. Let him have it. Then the harpoon missile finally makes impact. It's bullseye. The A6s do a U-turn, go, drop another 500-pound laser-guided bomb right through the deck of this frigate, fly past it, do another U-turn, come back, drop a 1,000-pound bomb on it. Then they radio over the Enterprise and like, yeah, it's definitely a suit. We're gonna head back. So the A6s take off with that Enterprise, and then 5 minutes later, Delta Group shows up with their warships and begin firing. Already seen the frigate, they hit the man scene, the frigate explodes, rapidly sinks to the ocean floor. At this point, able to reach it, it's like, okay, please script, everybody stop the actually figure out why I'm going to manage this proportional. Remember, so they started to go back and forth, everybody's figuring out what everybody did, if anybody's turned, what's going on, the whole story. And then as the A6s are making their way back to the USS Enterprise, guess what they happen to fly past? The other modern frigate. So now the entire U.S. Navy is looking at this last frigate.
Just give me the energy. Like, why does this have to be so freaking difficult? I got the hardest one, the 1%.
The frigate doesn't know that. The frigate doesn't know that. How are they going to respond?
Do their flyby. It is in fact
Screw your.
in fact open fire on the A6s. A6s make it out completely unscathed, at which point they pop a U-turn, and one of the A6 pilots is like, this is what I want, friends. So the A6 pulls up gaining altitude, and then dives down, turns its nose right at the frigate, at like a 35-degree angle, bringing the good old-fashioned diving line button and stuff to ship. The guns start firing with only tasting across the plane, but they're committed now. They're closing in, closing in. The bomb is lets the pilot know, hey, I'm locked on. Which point, bombs a gun, the pilot pulls up, and the bomb goes right down the fucking smokestack of this boat. Blows up, completely destroying the entire engine room. That frigate is now dead in the water with no power. The A6 have gone over the that they have completely disabled this frigate, at which point the American leadership calls a complete ceasefire. They're going to go ahead and let that frigate survive, towed off, potentially repaired. These guys may be having a frigate disabled and destroyed over half of Iran's functioning navy. The U.S. military decides to call it a Venus Operation Grand Canvas, loving to live happily ever after. Except, later that night, Iran decided that they wanted to fight a little bit more, and they launched a number of ship missiles at American vessels. Luckily, no American vessels were actually hit. However, this is now a huge political problem because America has been mad at the fact that Iran even had Silkworm missiles for years at this point, and the American government has made it very clear to Iran that if they ever use them, they will be going to war with America. Period. That's set in stone.
Awesome, guys. This United States right now is covered one bigger than the United States is also part of propping of popular leaders because they had more favorable policies towards trade in the West. And so there's been conflict with the United States and Iran for a long time. This is not out of nowhere. It's not just this current gas thing. Okay, it's been going on a long time, which brings a lot of conflict. But listening to your about honor with the United States. This goes back. Especially since the
So the Reagan administration now wanted to kick off World War III in the 1980s, reaches out to the Iranian government and is like, here's what's going to happen. You're going to go ahead and admit that that was an accident. I'm going to sweep it under the rug, and we're never going to talk about it again. Because if this makes headline news and the American people find out, I'm going to have to get real proportional around here. So Iran's like, okay, fine, whatever, it was an accident, let's sweep that whole thing under the rug.
This picture is just the 2 decades with proxy involved and that involved modern U.S. history that it's like this and that was basically it as far as America's involvement in things. And there's so much more, okay, politically. Look at all of Latin America, again, the Middle East, all this stuff. There's so much missing context that explains perfectly the problem that are out there. So one of those ways is how successful and how these are like major events, you know what I mean? And especially since with the Vietnam War and how unpopular that had become for so many Americans, it was very, very important that that things like this don't get out very much. Otherwise, you're going to get more.
I am still going to take America to international court to try to prove that it was war crime to take out my oil rigs. That way I can get reparations and make America pay for it. So they go to international court, they lay out the case. The international court is looking at America and goes, well, first of all, you're the faction people. I don't know how you think this is proportional, but it definitely wasn't. Second of all, according to the Amity Act, you absolutely should not have attacked the oil rigs. This is probably a war crime. But the representative for America is like, well, actually, the Amity Treaty between Iran and the United States, it only talks about ships and boats. It doesn't shit about oil rigs, meaning I wasn't obligated to not attack those oil rigs, at which point the court is like, hold on. He's right, son of a bitch. Okay, well, I guess America's innocent, because I've said it once and I'll say it again. It's never a war crime the first time. And now for the best part of the entire story, American police seems to be actually
I mean, you know they're, I don't know, I'd be like, you know they're revising
what's left. USS Steel Pilots. I went all the way back to the Navy, took the ship out of the water, took it dry dock, cut out the entire section of the ship, build another module in place. This thing weighs like 300 tons. They jack it up, weld it right where it's at, get everything hooked up, reconnected. This boat was landed out on the ocean 1 year later on April 1st, 1989. It then goes on to get recommissioned and serves in the Navy until 2015. I mean, playing Battleship against America's gotta suck, right? Like, haha, I've sunk your frigate. And America's like, first of all, no, you didn't. Second of all, fuck your entire Navy as it picks up your board and just throws it at the wall. So in conclusion, if you do want to find yourself being a foreign nation one day, the best advice that I could possibly give you is A, do whatever you can to not lose gas rights. B, whatever you do not fuck with America's boats. We do not like that shit. Thank you for watching. That's what it's for. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't go my search.
I tell purpose. I covered from him. He goes into so much more detail. We can say interesting. It's entertainment or storytelling purposes.
Great storytelling there. But yeah, hopefully I was able to interject all the big context stuff that is kind of void from this, because it explains so much more. These aren't random encounters, right? After World War II, with the United States, Soviet Union becoming superpowers, beginning of the Cold War, it's amazing what changed.
So much change in American especially outside of outside of Western so it's that defines and explains a lot more of the relationship between so anyway, okay, great recommendation from there. There's some other videos I know have been recommended. I want to know what the next one is. I should do this one I'm seeing. I saw on the screen there if you were leaving. It's Lewis Millet, Fixed Bayonets. That is another one that seems to be popular that gets recommended for So, again, with that original video, make sure you support that electrician. Come on back and hopefully we'll get you taken care of some more of this stuff. Alright, with that, we'll see you all next time. Bye. Hey there, I'm Mr. Terry. I'm a high school history teacher. Welcome back to another History Teacher Reacts video. Alright, we're back with some more of the Fat Electrician, and his recent video is called Ramage's Rampage. U.S. submarine sinks 5 ships in 37 minutes. Alright, always get some great stories from Fat Electrician. And I think we care well because I get to talk about the larger context of the historical events going on at these times, and he can tell us some of the fun details. Alright, the original video link is down below. Please support me. You've been a great supporter of the channel. Let's get started. Alright, submarines are like my most favorite thing, but I would have to be a part of. I don't know, there's something I already do it. Like,
yes, they had a single U.S. submarine took on an entire 23-ship convoy by itself. USS Cordon-Bag, Commander Lawson Red Ramage, the first submarine commander in U.S. history to earn the Medal of Honor and survive. But first, for a sponsor. I didn't know that. No ad this week. Moving on.
Dude, he's been involved with his life now, and it's been like that's why she's on it.
Graduated from the U.S. Naval Academy in 1931. After graduating from the Naval Academy, he served on destroyers as an engineering officer, a radio officer, and a navigator. Then in 1935, he decides that he wants to try out to be on a submarine. So he goes in, takes his physical, and fails immediately. His vision isn't good enough because he has an eye injury from when he wrestled in high school. The very second he fails that vision test, he makes.
So they do that in, I know, like Air Force, like if you want to be a pilot or something like that, you know, you have to have obviously good vision. It makes sense. But I thought they would just, for us to be in a submarine, maybe.
get a job. Because if he decides that he's not going to let this stop him from serving on the Senate, and he demonstrates grit and determination, he decides that he is going to take that vision test again tomorrow. And it's like this, next time he takes this test, he's going to fucking cheat. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. So as he makes his way out, he instructs a couple of his friends to memorize a different line of the vision test. He gets that information from them later, puts the entire thing together, memorizes the entire vision test verbatim, and shoots back up the next day ready to take this test again. So he takes the vision test, and gets 100%, no problem whatsoever. At this point, the optometrist, the same optometrist from yesterday is like, I know what you're doing. He knows how to fit guy. It's like, okay, how did you get 100% this time? It's because this is a teacher perspective, alright? Some people are just so done with cheating. Like, they go too far. 100%. You, the person, any of the work, has not paid attention, has not come to class, and has failed everything else. Like, single percent. 100%. Okay, now we need that. Let's go. So, everything's bad eye first, reads the lines, documents, and when it comes to bad eye, reads the lines, doctor goes to read, and the back of his head is like, the word doctors, go ahead, pass. It's just like you had a bad day yesterday or something. Just yeah. Doctor. Yeah, that was it. Anyways, that was going to submarine warfare school. So he goes off, gets trained in submarine warfare, does great, ends up getting assigned to his first submarine, the USS S-29. He works there for about 8 months, then he gets rotated over to Pearl Harbor, where he is the sound and communications officer, working directly under the commander of the entire Pacific submarine fleet. And that is where he... By the way, okay, I know I was never on a submarine. I was drafted or something, and go up with Navy or something. How many of you, like, that would be your preference? Like, of all the naval positions?
I literally got the 1% and I got the 3% before I got the 5%.
Your first choice would be submarine. It was December 7th, 1941, and Pearl Harbor is attacked, a.k.a. the Japanese commit the biggest cargo sin on the planet, fucking with America's boats. If you put one fin on that boat, go. Alright, gotta get your history right. Why did the Japanese attack Pearl Harbor? Two reasons. The United States was Britain supporting China during China's back and supporting them during after the 1937 invasion of China, more directly with the oil embargo that was put onto Japan. Japan was totally reliant on oil, and this was a military attack to try to pressure changes. While the whole time it was very bad because they were literally in negotiations at that time about, oil embargo and stuff. So during the negotiations, the military was out there. They took fairly good. Maybe the battleship. Is that battleship? The battleship was so wonderful, like funny and saying so obviously, all of America is extremely pissed off, but Ramage is exceptionally pissed because he was actually there at Pearl Harbor when it happened. And here's the catch with that: right after over half the American surface fleet was temporarily out of commission due to all the damage, meaning the only answer that America had at this point in time was the submarine fleet. To which Ramage, if you didn't know, okay, like how successful was the attack? Very successful. Very successful. Pearl Harbor had the largest concentration of the American fleet in the entire Pacific, and went on nearly without a hitch for 2 massive waves an hour apart that destroyed